Hi, welcome back. In this session, we are going to discuss about if, else if and else statements in Python. So to make it easy to understand without using any complex terminologies, I can say if statement is nothing but we execute a certain amount of code depends on the condition of a variable, a different variable. So this is a simple example of an if statement here, and it's the simplest if statement I can say. So let's see how it works. So first I declared a variable x and given a value for that, assigned a value x is equal to 8. Then I started a if statement, that is if x is less than 10, just execute this code, print x is less than 10. And then after finishing this if, and then again print in the next line, print end. So the output of this code will be x is less than 10, it will get printed and then end. Why this? The first line got printed because this condition is meeting. And in the other side, in the right side, again the same if loop, but sorry, if statement, but I changed the value of x to 12. Now if I'm checking here, if x is less than 10, print this. Then after that print end. So in this the output will only be end because this condition actually is not meeting. Is x is less than 10? No, actually the x is greater than 10 here because the value of x is 12. So it will not execute, then come to the next line and print that, execute that. That means we get only the output end here. So this is the simplest example of an if statement here. So we will see this in the actual Python code. And also one more thing before coming here, we can notice that after this 10, the print statement is not in line with if statement. That means the print will start after 2 or the 4, like a 4 space bar, then it's starting the next line. So that is called the indentation in statement. That means whatever after in this line will come that will execute as a part of if statement, and then if anything coming straight to if, that exactly in the straight line to x, that will be outside the if. That means it will execute after if, but we will see that in detail when we are writing the code. So I'm writing the same code here, x equal to 8. So I run this code, then I am checking the value x of x, print x. So it is showing 8. Now I'm writing the if statement. If x is less than 10, then after any statement condition, we will put a colon there, then put a colon, then directly enter. In Jupyter Notebook, when we enter, it will come in the indented stage. That means not on the outside, exactly where the next line should start. But if you're writing in Python ID or any other IDs, maybe it may come here exactly in the start of the if. So we have to give few space bars here, 3 space bars, then write the code. So then print, sorry, it is one more, not 3, 4 space bars, and print, open the square bracket and write the text or string I want to, x is less than 10. Then in the next line, now again is whatever I am typing here, that will again part of the if, but I'm not doing. I'll just print outside if, print end. Then I'm executing this code now. So it will print both the thing, x is less than 10 and end, both the lines is executed. And this line, why it is executed? Because x is less than 10, that condition is meeting. Because the value of x is 8, that means 8 is less than 10. So it is true, and it is printing that. Now again the same I am going to print or the execute, but with a different value of x. Now I'm giving the value of x to 12. So x 12, then print x. Now sorry, print x it is. I am running that, it shows 12. Now I'm again executing the same code here. Earlier when we executed, the value of x is 8, that is less than 10. Now we are executing the same code of if statement, but with a different value of x, that is 12. Now I am running this code. We can see that the print statement, this is not printed because this statement is not meeting, or this condition is not meeting, that is x is less than 10. It is not true because the value of x is 12, so it is false. So when it's false, it will not execute, it goes to the next line, that is only print. So that is the simplest if statement of the one. And this is very important, this indentation, whatever coming inside the indentation will execute. For example, I will take the again the same code here about indentation. We can say, I'll just put a note int here. And I am printing after this print another second line, another one more code, then again print third line. Then I change the value of x equal to 7. So now the value of x become print x is 7 now. And when I'm executing this code, we can see that all the these three lines got executed because these three lines are the part of the if statement. Because it is in indentation condition, because in this whatever here, this is a part of if statement. If this condition will not meet, then these three part will not execute. So we can see x equal to 20. I change the value of x. So now x is 20. So print x, we can see it is 20. Now I'm executing the same code here, copy and paste here, and running this. So we can say all these three got skipped because these are the part of the if statement and this condition is false. So only outside the if statement, whatever is coming, that will got executed. Now the next one is, suppose I want to print if it is not true, then I have to print some other text. For example, x is greater than 10. So how we can add that? There we use else statement. So I'm putting the value of x is 20. Okay, now the value of x is 20. Then I'm writing another code. If x is less than 10, print x is less than 10 than 10. If not less than 10, then I want to print it is greater than 10. Then what we'll do, we will come out of if statement, that indentation, then put another else colon, enter, print x is greater than 10. So how it works, if x is less than 10, it will execute this line. If this is false, then it will come to the else statement and print this one, check this one. So then we will outside this print end. So if I'm executing, it will execute. Now we can see if I'm running this line, it will show x is greater than 10. That is this line, because this first condition is false. That means the value of x is now it's 20. Print x is 20. That means we already run this code. So the value of x is now 20. So now this is executing this one. So suppose if I'm changing the value of x to another, x is equal to 5. And again running this code, if else statement. So what will execute in this time? Because if it is checking, when I run x and print x, the value of x is 5. So now this statement is true. That means it will print this. Then it will not go to else. If any one of the statement is true, then it will exit and comes to the end. So we will see how that works. We can see x is less than 10, then it will not execute here, then comes to the end. That is one of the important point in if and else, because if any statement is true, any line is true, it will exit the whole if and else that bunch of code and will execute the next line. That is here it is this line, the fifth line, print end. So now if I, instead of two, if and else, that means if the condition is true, print this one. If the condition is false, print this one. If I have more than two conditions I want to add, in that place we use else if. So we can see the same. If x is less than 10, print, okay, I will just say print value of x is less than 10. Now I want another condition. If x is between 10 and 20, I want to print something, and above 20 or it's more than 20 or greater than 20, I want to print something else. Then we will use Elif. So Elif, that means nothing but else if Elif x is less than 20, print value between 10 and 20, then else print value is greater than 20. So now what it happens now? First it is x is less than 10, then print this value. If x is less than 20, then print this one. If x is greater than 20, then print this line. That is else. So if we can have more than one anywhere. So here we will check first. First I will check the value of x. So print x now. So what is the value of x is 5. So when it is 5, when I executing this code, it will print the first one. That is nothing but x is less than 10. Now I'm changing the value of x. X is equal to 15 and execute it and print x. So x is 15. Now I'm executing the same code here. Now what will be the answer? What will be the output will come? Output is nothing but the second one, because this is meeting the second condition. X is less than 10. No, it is when it comes the first line is x is less than 10. That means 15 is less than 10. It is false. Come to the next else statement. X is greater less than 20, and this meeting, yeah, 15 is less than 20, then it will print this and it will exit the if statement. It will not execute the remaining else or if else statements. Suppose I am changing the different value, changing the value of x to 25, and I'm printing x, print x. Now it is 25. Now I am again executing the same line of code here. So now this time what will print? It will first check here. X is less than 10. No, it is 25. That is false. Then it comes to the next line, else if x is less than 20. That is also not true. So it's false. That means x is 25 is not less than 20. Then it comes to the third one. Third one means if these two are not meeting, that means that the third one else will meet, else will be true. So it will execute value is greater than 20. This one will execute or print. So this is all about the basics of if, else if and else statement. So next we will be seeing about the loops in Python.